But just to kind of wrap things up on the Corsair, we were talking about the increased fidelity, features, interactivity that they've been building into the ships as they go along. What are some of the things, let's say 3 to 5 things with the Corsair that you are seeing that are unlike other ships, something that they've actually seemed to progress in terms of design?
I'm seeing an extremely sensible layout and flow of the ship's interior from move the ship. What I mean by that is the entry points. You've got 2 specific entry points that are easy to access from the ground, which is great. The MSR is a glaring omission to that one.
They like really needed it.
Yep, sorry, but it's there, and I'm going to do it because it needs that. I am seeing I'm seeing all of the physicalized componentry in a sensible location where it can be easily accessed and would be there set up ready to go for engineering gameplay and repair a sort of gameplay. What else am I seeing? I'm seeing features like, sensible just again, sensible flow throughout the ship. Movement throughout the ship is being placed in such a way that is easy to move from the cockpit to the to the turret room to the actual mess hall. It's all in a layout that makes logical sense. I'm seeing a very sensible usage of a standardized sized EVA port / docking port. So we've got that hard lock capability if you want to dock a ship in the future. That's there on the starboard side of the ship. And I am just seeing a competence level in terms of the lighting, in terms of the functionality of the vessel that is just, they're getting so damned good at creating these vessels now. It really feels like all of the groundwork on that ship is there. They just need to flick on the functionality for things like the mess hall, for actually to dispense food and things.
Yeah.
And the requirement to use the facilities and the bathrooms and whatnot. They just need to flick that on. It's all there. It's ready to go. It's just flick a switch type thing and it'll be on. The ship is one of the most feature complete, and I think one of the best realizations of a concept to date. My only issue with it, because I just want to put this in, is I think the landing gear is too low. It makes it really difficult to land on rough terrain.
It does sit very low, yeah.
It's very low. I landed it on a couple of planets, and it was like I had real trouble because it needs to be a little higher.
Stealthy Drake over here, yeah. I really like the floodlights on the back that are separate from the other lights. That's really cool. They mentioned it in a monthly report earlier, and it's just really nice to see these sort of flourishes of like,
oh yeah, 100%.
It makes the ship feel like it's more than just a single button ship, a turn off, turn on kind of ship. You actually have different parts of the ship you can use without the ship even being on.
Exactly. And it's logical, and it's one of those things that would not have been thought about unless they'd had all of the experiences of all the other ships and all the player feedback saying, well, we need lights in the back here because the ship might be offline, but I still need to be able to see out the back. And having that as a separate circuit is just it's absolutely. Absolutely.
And I think this is the first Drake ship I've seen that has what appear to be sort of their finalized style for door switches too. Like the switches, the buttons feel really nice.
Yes, that's a very good point actually, because they've got the new sort of the door button technology that a lot of other ships have had, are touch panels. But I love the fact that the big fat tactile buttons on a Drake ship, and they look great, and it fits the whole flow. And actually, talking about doors, that's the other thing I thought about the ship, which is very good, is you can see it's absolutely geared toward the decompression gameplay, because there's lots of sectioned off sections that would make sense to, if one place got decompressed, you can close it off. It just makes a lot of sense in that regard.
The airlock that you mentioned, it functions really well. And all the sound effects are nice.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, their sound design's always been great, but I love the fact that ultimately the Corsair sounds like in terms of engine tone, it sounds like a bigger Cutlass. And I really, really like that.
Yeah, it hits hard. The Drake's, their thrusters always look really good too.
Oh, they're so cool. The way they vector and they move and stuff. It's just, it's so cool.
Yeah. God, I love it.